Welcome to Lexington, where the sun shines bright literally and figuratively on their old Kentucky home, and the Big Blue Nation ready to get behind these Wildcats in this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buffaloes offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field between the Big 12 and the SEC.
Yeah, and conference realignments played a big factor, too, between these two conferences. Think back to when Texas A&M and Missouri joined the SEC. So this is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide-open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
I think you nailed it right there. Two totally different worlds. They live in different worlds all the time. One is pitchy woo-woo, throw it around all over the yard. The other one, physicality. Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downfield anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Third down coming up after that completion. They'll try to run for it. And the Buffaloes pick up the first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. They're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
I'll tell you, the running backs and the quarterbacks in this offense, they got to give a lot of their success running the football to this offensive line up front. They're getting tremendous push. It doesn't matter who has the football, who's keeping the football. You're just seeing this group up front drive this defense backwards.
Across the 15. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Buffaloes look to do some damage in the red zone. On second down, he'll fire. Quick strike complete. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Give to the running back. Quick step and go. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're going to ride this running back. Gets away from one, finds room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the 6 for a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Fly sweep coming. Wow. On the move at the 30. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Splits the uprights. It's good. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Hand off from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
This is a designed run. Crosses to 40. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards into there.
It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. This quarterback part of their running game. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down. The Buffaloes racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to pound their way in. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
Holy cow, how about that? You think he's going in for the score. It looks like he's going to get in. He fumbles the football. Who's going to get it? Johnny on the spot. The offense finds the football, lands on it, and gets the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. One of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Lexington. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going for it all. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Bulldozes it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Gets away from one, and that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute the red zone.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it, and he's dragged down. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job. Understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or, for us, green light. Go for it.
Pushes ahead.
What?
Touchdown, Wildcat!
The fuck?
He would not be denied.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, Staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends just so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
Looking for room at the 30. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. On the move. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quarterback on the keeper. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the line.
About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down.
They're going to let me know if he's a starter or not, y'all.
Go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe?
I need to play.
This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. They want to throw it.
Come on now. Look at that shit, though.
And that pass is intercepted.
Look at that shit, though.
And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense.
Taking him out. He played a good ball game. I can't have it.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
The give to the lone running back. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need.
Let's go, defense.
Long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield.
Y'all better get this man.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Kentucky will be forced to punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing.
Where goes that, Ryan?
Making the catch.
See what you got.
Colorado has the ball back in the
Change
Buffaloes
up, change it up. Now we in a bit passing the by. Look at it, he's going real.
It's complete to the left.
Damn, might just be
And
rain.
they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
That ain't hurt, bro. Get him out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback will audible. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it goes through his hands. Oh,
Good
he
throw,
had
boy.
an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side.
Damn,
And
boy.
he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Steps away to find some room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Kentucky right back to the line. They've got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. Going to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pressure coming. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. From the gun. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. 3rd and goal from way back there. Leaves it with the back. Got enough space. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guy.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 19, set to kick off.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's McKenzie. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now the play fake. He wants a big play here late. And it's picked off. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Going up top on first down. He's looking deep. It's complete. A huge pickup. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bucs.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Missouri is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 21 to Kansas. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And he intercepts it.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Finds the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this off.
He wants to go deep. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense.
Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! And the beatdown has ensued.
Someone say run the clock, someone say I don't need to add points, but here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. From inside the 15, here's the return. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset. This team was unranked, beat a ranked team. But you went out and got your respect. You gained it now. Let's build on this throughout the season. One win, great win. Now let's go ahead and build some momentum in the future.
Reese, some might say you're not a one-trick pony with that reference. And obviously, this was the team, the unranked team, that had the horses to get this thing done. Too much firepower, just too much explosiveness on offense, great defense. What a tremendous win.
That's going to do it for us.